Alright. Replacing this motor mount today. Motor mount. Also got a new air filter box. And we replaced it because my motor mount is cracked. So I'm gonna show you how to do it. Alright, first thing you want to do is put some wood under the oil pan. Use the jack stand to slightly lift up the engine, so when you dismount the motor mount, it doesn't fall down. Next thing you want to do is you want to unplug any sensors on the airbox, because you're gonna have to replace this to get down into the motor mount. Then you want to just twist this, take this tube off, turn it right up real easy, and then you just want to pop up. Now that we got this plug off and the sensor off, we're gonna take this air filter box. It seems like it's stuck, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna unscrew the box and check what's in there. Alright, now that we unscrewed all this, take the air filter box off. Should come off fairly easy. Move that to the side. That's the air filter. She doesn't look that bad. It's a little fucked up on one side, but it's not that bad. And then here's where the damage was. As you can see, the air filter box broke, and the piece of the motor mount that cracked is sticking in the air filter box, and it's cracked all over. That's why I bought a new air filter box. And then we got this junk out the way. Got the right to the side, and here goes the damaged motor mount. As you can see, this thing got tore up. Look at that. Look at this piece just hanging to the side. Not even gonna be able to mount to it. Probably take this off first. But right here goes the motor mount anyway. So we're just gonna take off these 3 bolts. And then these 2. We already have the engine picked up slightly. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, for this next part, we're gonna be using a Milwaukee 1/2-inch impact wrench, heavy duty, to get them bolts out. We're just gonna loosen them up, and we're gonna see if we gotta pick up the engine anymore to slide it out. Hopefully we won't need to, since I picked it up a little bit. You don't want to pick up the engine too much, just in case if you start causing damage from anything else, because it can only go so high. Let's get started on that. Nice and snug. Got one loose. The heavy duty impact wrench, and I'll see y'all when I get the rest loose. Alright, I got most of the bolts loose already. I did see the engine move a little bit, so I jacked it up a little bit more just in case to be safe. As you see, I got them nice and loose. Check the rest of these out. You see it's like a little crooked from moving. So basically what you gotta do, you gotta wiggle it around. You gotta like play with this to get them all out. So I'm gonna take all these out, and then I'll catch you up with the next step. Oh, one more thing. If you're wondering what kind of, either taking 18 sockets to take these bolts out. Just 'cause I forgot. I'm gonna catch up with you when I'm on the next step. Alright, now I got the motor mount, safely moved this out of place. I also want to inspect anything else in there. Everything looks fairly well, doesn't look that bad, but this is all I was concerned about. I definitely can't wait to look at this. You can see it's all cracked in the inside. It all looks worn out in there. Never seen them all now. But usually these go out for like 3 or 4 years anyway, so. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the new motor mount in. And when you put a new motor mount in, you wanna make sure you put them side to side so they look identical. You don't want to put something in that ain't the way it was. You want to make sure they do look identical. You can see the only difference is this piece right here. It doesn't have it here, but as you can see, this one was made in Mexico, so this is probably a cheaper product than this. They seem, I don't know. Seems like this one's a little heavier. GM probably metal. This is probably fucking aluminum, but whatever. But like I said, you can see this is different because that part that I took off that was broke, that had the little piece on the side, but it wasn't like that. It's a little different. But other than that, they seem pretty identical, as you can see. So first thing you want to do is just slide it in. The way it goes, line it up perfect. Make sure all the holes line up. Lined up as perfect as possible. Seems like. Now, looking at it, some of the holes look like they don't line up perfect, but that's because the engine is jacked up right now. So you would have to like squeeze it in position. Don't think it won't fit. It'll definitely fit. You just gotta like work with it. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll catch you on the next step. Alright, one thing I did notice, I got them all in place. One thing I did notice, it was a little more struggle for me to get them in because the old motor mount, this little piece right here, that little part 3 bolts, that was like flexible on the other one. So it was more easier getting it out because it was flexing the way I needed to. Since this is like more sturdy, it was more of a struggle. I had to like lean it over and pop them in one by one, but now that I got them in, I'm just gonna take them in and we're almost done. Alright, tighten most of the bolts. Just gotta torque them down to the right torque. As you can see, I had to take this fucking cover off to the oil pan because I couldn't get a good angle because of the cover, so I just took the pan off just so I could get in there and lock them down. But now I'm just gonna tighten the bolts, and then we're gonna put the new air filter on. So let me just torque these down, and it's 100 foot-pounds, so I'm just gonna torque that real quick. Now that I have everything torqued into place, I even installed that little bar that was broken before. Just did that. Put the cover back on. Now I'm gonna let down the engine. And when you let it down, you want to let down nice and slow, not too heavy. Just like that. As you can see, I didn't pick it up too much. But now I'm gonna install the new air filter box. New air filter box. Just like before, you want to make sure when you install new things, you want to make sure it fits in perfectly like the other one. As you can see, the old box looks real similar. Only thing I got to do is I got to take that little sensor off right there and put it on the way. So I'm gonna do that. But I'm actually gonna do that after I put this into place. So I'll let you know when I'm done that. Alright, and there you guys have it. just replace the motor mount. I just plug the air filter box in, put the sensor on, click them on, and that's how you do it. I've never done this before. This is my first time. It seemed like a simple job. Just did a tiny bit of research, and that's about it. All there's really left to do is clear most of this debris off the engine, throw away this old filter, slide jacket the wood, and then give this car a startup and make sure everything runs proper. Always make sure you inspect everything. You want to make sure everything is plugged in the way it's supposed to be. You want to make sure everything's good. Always inspect. But other than that, everything looks good from what I remember. But if this video was helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, do it yourself, and thank you for watching.